Welcome back to another video from Bioholic. Hope you all are doing well. So in this video, I am going to talk about the phylum Arthropoda. And before jumping into this video, I want to thank you everyone, and because of you, we have reached 1000 subscribers. So keep loving us and supporting us like this. Thank you so much. And I want to remind you one thing also, that after watching the full video, please check the description box below. There is a link for the self-assessment test. So now let's begin. Now we need to know the meaning of arthropoda. So the word comes from two Greek words. One is arthros, which means joint, and second one is podos, which means foot. Okay, so the arthropoda is the largest phylum of animal kingdom with about 9 lakh species, and over 2/3 of all named species on earth are arthropods. So this phylum is a much heterogeneous group, including a variety of animals differing in their structure, habitat, feeding habits, and any other features. Okay, and this group includes spiders, ticks, mites, insects, and lot more. And now we will discuss about their basic features. So the arthropods are bilaterally symmetrical animal with a metamerically segmented body divided into head, thorax, and abdomen, or you can say fused head and trunk with appendages that are equipped for their feeding, sensory reception, defense, and locomotion, with the hardened exoskeleton containing the chitin and molted at intervals provides the protection and support to their body and also the internal organs present in their body. Okay, and moreover, it also prevents the loss of water due to the evaporation, so enabling the arthropods to live in the relatively dry environments. And also they are true coelomates, meaning they have true coelom in their body with organ system level of organization. Okay, now the other important features like the digestive system. So the digestive tract is complete in arthropods and has glands also. So the digestion of their food is extracellular, as food enters through the mouth and follows into the midgut, where the food is broken down and pushed into the hindgut. Okay, you can see this in this image. And the nutrients and waste products are separated and either dispersed through the body or excreted in the form of guanine. Okay, now the circulatory system. So the arthropods have the open circulatory system, as their body fluid hemolymph, which is lack of hemoglobin, enters the pores to their organs and is propelled through the arteries to their body. And this hemolymph is pumped by their heart to the sinus, which is known as hemocoel. Okay, so you can see that their circulatory system is not so well developed. So to compensate the poorly developed circulatory system in arthropods, their respiratory system is very well developed. Okay, next is the respiratory system. So the aquatic arthropods possess gills for their respiration. Land arthropods have trachea and book lungs as their respiratory organs, and limulus have plate-like structures, book gills, as their respiratory organ. And the air passes through the trachea through their specialized openings in the exoskeleton, which is known as spiracles. You can see this in this image. So you can see that the arthropods have respiratory organ in their body. So this is very much well developed. Okay, moving on to the nervous system. So the arthropods have a nervous system which is composed of ganglia, a dense group of connected neurons. Okay, and this is connected by the ventral nerve cord, and the ventral nerve cord is connected by nerve fibers. And so the purpose of the ganglia is to process the sensory functions of arthropods like the touch, hearing, smell, sight, and control their motor functions. Okay, and most commonly each body segment of the arthropod will have one ganglion on each side of their body, and some ganglia are also fused and form their brain. Okay, you can see this in this image. Next is the reproductive system in arthropods. So the arthropods are mainly dioecious, meaning their male and female sexes are totally separated, and the females are mostly oviparous and most reproduce sexually. Okay, and however some species reproduce through their parthenogenesis, and sperms are usually transferred to the female in sealed packets called the spermatophores in case of sexual reproduction, and the paired sex organs are connected directly to the duct that open onto the ventral surface of their trunk, and their fertilization is usually internal. Now the excretory system. So the excretory system consists of fine, long, blind tubules known as Malpighian tubules, and these tubules attach to the alimentary canal and remove the nitrogenous waste product from their body fluid with feces through the anus. Now their development. So both the indirect and direct development can be seen in case of arthropods. Example includes indirect development is seen in Culex, Anopheles and Bombyx, and direct development is seen in cockroach and locust. And offspring often go through a process known as metamorphosis, and parthenogenesis is also occurs in case of some species like aphids. Okay. Finally, the examples of arthropods. At first, the economically important insects like the apis or honeybee, which provides honey and beeswax, bombyx, which are the silkworm, provides the silk, and lacifer or the lac insect, which secrete lac, which act as the sealing wax. Next is the vectors. So the Anopheles is the vector of malaria, Culex is the vector of filariasis, and Aedes, which is a vector of dengue and chikungunya. Okay. Now here is a very interesting fact about the arthropod. The chitinous exoskeleton in arthropod is a shed at regular intervals, and the process of shedding exoskeleton is called ecdysis or molting. It is shed for allowing the growth and development of body to give the space. Okay. And now if you have any questions or doubts related to today's lecture, then ask me in the comment section below. And if you want to do your self-assessment, then go and visit the description box. There is a link for the self-assessment test. And if you find this video helpful, then give it a big thumbs up and share it with others. And if you are new here, then hi, myself Ankita Bishwas. Please subscribe to our channel Bioholic and press the bell icon to get further notifications of our upcoming videos. So that's all for today. Thanks for watching, and till then, take care and keep watching Bioholic.